One who got me going to Central Park. I spent so much time in Central Park this time.
How are we feeling this morning?
Great.
Good, 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 good. All right, so I was thinking some hips and some balance this morning. Where's my yoga? There it is. Come on. Okay. So let's find ourselves in a comfortable seated position. I'm sitting on a block to elevate my hips. The back is long and strong. Neck follows the back, continues the spine. Crown of your head is going towards the ceiling. And our hands can be just on our thighs or on our knees. And we're starting to notice our environment, starting to notice the sounds in the room. There's some music playing. Starting to notice the temperature of the room, temperature of the air. Starting to notice the lighting in the room. And all the things that are stimulating us from the outside that we brought in here, we're just going to not push to the side, but just kind of not have that be the priority. We're going to start bringing everything in towards the center. Take your mind and start to just do a quick body scan from your toes all the way up to the crown of your head. Greeting your body where it is right now, this morning, not yesterday, and not how you hope your body feels tomorrow. Start to notice your breath going in through your nose, out through your mouth. Notice the rise and fall of your chest and your abdomen as you breathe in and breathe out. And close your mouth and notice the sound that the air makes when you breathe. It's that ocean sound. Yoga is the connection of your mind, your body, your breath, and your intention. So if you want to think about an intention for your practice right now, let's take the arms out to the side, palms facing up. We're going to connect our movement with the breath. So on an in-breath, bring your arms up overhead, touch your fingers, pause, reverse your hands. Exhale, bring the arms down. So this first thing that we're doing is teaching us to connect our breath with a movement. So bring your arms up overhead, breathe in, touch the fingers, pause, reverse the hands, exhale, bring the arms down. One more time, reverse the palms, arms up overhead, breathe in. Touch the fingertips, pause, reverse the hands, exhale, bring the arms down. Place your hands on your right thigh, give a gentle twist to the right. Breathe in, exhale, center. Breathe in all the way over to the left. Breathe in, exhale, come center. Hands on your knees, seated cat-cow. So breathe in, bring your shoulders down, chin up, open the chest. Exhale, push the knees away, bring your chin to the chest, round the back. Inhale, chin up, shoulders down. Exhale, push the knees away, round the back. And maybe do a couple at your own pace. And then come to center. Let's bring the feet out in front of us and connect the soles of your feet in a butterfly position, easy pose, or bound, actually seated bound. So wrapping your hands around your toes, around your feet, start to lean forward. And we're just starting, so things are gentle. You don't need to prove to anybody that you can bend all the way to the floor. Just find your spot. Find where your body is this morning. Maybe on each exhale, you try to melt a little bit more. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, gently, gently come back up. Now take the right leg and we're going to place the right knee at the sole of the foot of the left foot. So I have like a 90 degree here and a sort of a 90 degree here. As long, but my hips allow me to bend my knees. And I'm sitting up straight. Good, good, good. So if you need some support for this, grab a block or you can use your hands. But we're going to take our knees and windshield wiper them over to the other side. So bring your knees up and then windshield wiper over so that your left knee is on your sole of your foot. Yep. Yeah. And you're going to travel.
Okay.
So your traveling was fine. And we're trying to keep our torso up straight. And we're noticing, bringing our mind into the hip socket. So we're doing some hip movements here. So let's go over to the other side. Yeah. So all I'm doing is just windshield wipering my legs back and forth. Yes. Yeah. And it's hard. It's not an easy movement. So if you can, bring your hands to prayer or some sort of a balance up here and just slowly move from side to side, connecting the knee to the sole of the foot.
You don't move your feet, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not moving my feet. My feet are staying static.
Oh, I'm just, aren't you alternating legs?
I'm going from here, bringing my knees up, and then, yeah, you're doing it right.
What you talking about?
And the real trick is to keep your torso up straight as you move over. And if you need to help yourself with a block, that's fine. If you need to put your hands in back, you can do that as well. That might be an assist. So going back and forth. And we're noticing the hips specifically. So we're bringing some synovial fluid to that hip socket. Are you noticing? Okay. Or are you just looking at me and saying, where are you going to stop this? This is silly. Okay. Let's do one or two more. And the more you can keep your torso up straight, the more of a stretch it is in the hips. Okay, so let's find ourselves in a tabletop at the top of the mat. Make sure you have your blocks. Oh, bad teacher. I should have set those blocks out. I'm sorry. So when we're at the top of the mat in our tabletop, we have our hips over our knees. Tops of our feet are on the mat. Shoulders are over wrists. Fingers are splayed out. So if you have some wrist issues, some of the pressure that you feel is from flattening your hands. So if you kind of cantilever or give some height to your fingers by gripping the mat, that does take off some pressure. Also, Paige, if you want to roll up your blanket and put your hand on the blanket. Have you ever tried that? Do you have a blanket? Bad teacher again. Should have put out the blanket. You got one? Okay. Yeah, so so that your fingertips are on the mat and you're just how does that feel? Ish? It's an option. Okay. All right, so let's continue with our hip rotation. Let's bring the right knee up, keeping the knee bent. Right leg up, keeping the knee bent. And then bring that right knee out to the side and back down. So the hip moves in 6 positions. It moves forward, back, side to side, and on an angle. So up and over with as much height as you can, pushing the front of the mat away, keeping your arms as straight as you can so you're not dumping over to one side. And let's do one more time. Maybe do 1 or 2 opposite direction. And then bring that knee back down. Let's extend the right foot to the end of the mat, roll over the toes. Scratch your nose. Let's raise the right leg, bring it across your body, placing the right foot on the outside of the left side of the mat. Push the heel away. You can gaze over your left shoulder. A little bit of a twist, spinal twist. And let's bring that knee back in and place it right next to the other. Lift the left leg up, keep the knee bent. Bring the knee out to the left side as high as you can and back down. So we're doing circles on the left side now. And notice your front arms. You don't want to bend your arms. You want to keep those arms as straight as you can because we're isolating the hip. We're not trying to do any shoulder stuff. And go the opposite direction. And bring that knee down next to the other knee. Extend the left foot to the end of the mat, roll over the toes. Roll over the big toe, the small toe, middle toes, all the toes. Lift that left leg, bring it across your body, place the left foot on the outside of the right side of the mat. And push the front of the mat away so that your shoulder blades roll off the side of your back. Maybe you gaze over your shoulder. It's an option. An option is to push the left heel away while you keep your hips in the same position. So you're not following the heel. So if you push your heel away, your hips aren't following your heel. You're keeping in the same position. And then lift that left leg, bring it all the way across, and return the knee next to the right knee. Now let's bring the knees out to the edge of the mat. Touch the big toes in the middle, and then push back into child's pose. So if you need some height from your hips, if your hips can't go all the way back, you can place a block underneath your sit bones in the back. You can also place a block underneath your forehead in the front for support. There's always options. Hands are above your head, signaling that touchdown. And just move your hips side to side. So we're moving the hips side to side, bringing our lower torso, maybe if we think about our belly button, bringing the belly button over to one thigh, then over to the other thigh. Moving back and forth. Let's bring the hands to the top of the mat. We're going to come back up into our tabletop. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, and let's push back into a down dog. So first down dog of the day, doesn't feel great, but let's ease into it. So pedal your feet back and forth, lengthening the calf and the hamstring. Bring one knee over to the opposite side, one knee over to the other side, really twisting your body. If you need to come down on your forearms for this, you can do that if your wrists are bothering you. And let's come to neutral and find our down dog. So we have our hands at the top of the mat, and fingers are spread. Fingers are also gripping the mat. Hips are pushed back in space. Your arms are framing your ears. And try to picture your back as being long. So from your neck, actually the crown of your head, through your neck, through your spine, all the way through your tailbone is being pushed back. Your knees might be bent. And then start to straighten your knees to the extent that you can. Don't worry about your heels touching the mat. That comes with time. It's not a big deal if you don't. Mine aren't. And let's just hold here and notice. Notice how this feels. Make some micro adjustments. Now let's take the feet out to the edge of the mat. So I'm placing my left foot on the edge of the left side and vice versa. Then I'm going to walk my hands back towards my feet. And I'm coming into a deep squat at the end of the mat. Are we all there? If you need a block to sit on, grab a block. You can always sit on a block as support. Place the elbows on the inside of your knees. Bring your hands to a prayer or a fist. And my feet are following the knees, so my knees are in line with my feet. My feet are going off at about 45 degrees. And my elbows are helping my knees stay where they should be. So let's lean over to the right, bringing the right heel off the mat. And onto the tiptoes. Then come back center. And do the same on the left. So I'm leaning over to the left, bringing my left heel off the mat. And come over to the right again. And come over to the left again. Right. Let's do one more right, one more left. And come center. Let's pause right here. Let's come up on our tiptoes. So up on the toes, raising the heels, and come back down. And try not to dump forward, so we're not doing this. We're not going into crow. So just come up on your tiptoes as high as you can, and come back down. Come up on your tiptoes as high as you can, come back down. You can also use a block for balance. Tiptoe. Let's do one more. Tiptoe. And hold. All right. Now, I'm going to grab my block. And then I'm going to bring my right knee down. My right knee back up. Left knee down. And left knee back up. So I'm basically doing the same thing that we were doing before, right? Trying to keep my torso straight. So I'm trying to keep my hip bones heading forward. I'm not going off to the side. Yes? So, and you can use a block. Use a block. The emphasis is on the hips, not on your balance per se. But if you can do it without the block, good for you. You passed the class. They're opening up those hips. Let's do one or two more. And then come to center, remove the block, dump onto our knees, and just take a moment. Take a moment right here and notice your hips, yes? I hear some giggling. It's no joke. Especially if you've never done it before, it's no joke. So shake out your legs. Come to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to the top of the mat. We're in our tabletop. Curl the toes, lift the knees, push back into down dog. Pedal the feet. Excuse me. And look to the top of the mat. Come up on your tiptoes. And tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Let's hold here for a moment. Let's bring the left arm on the inside of the left knee. Connect the elbow to the knee. Bend the left knee. So my left knee is bent. Elbow, knee connected. And I'm pushing in towards the center. My right leg is straight. And I'm going to bring my right arm up in space. Maybe I get to 10 o'clock. Can I do 11 o'clock? Maybe I stay at 11. Maybe I get to 12. And what I'm noticing is my right hip coming back in space. It's a micro movement, but if you think about it, it really makes a difference. Bring that right arm back down. Connect the right elbow to the right knee. Bend the right knee. Straighten the left leg. And the left arm comes up in space. Maybe 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And on this side, I'm bringing my left hip back in space. And bring that left arm down. Let's do that again. Yay! Oh, neighborhood ladies. You did see that I call this yoga with the neighborhood ladies, right? And one more time on the left side. Good, good, good. And then bring that down. Then slowly, slowly make your way all the way up, chin to chest, head comes up last. Please don't faint. And do some arm circles, or shoulder circles, I should say. If you want to do some arm circles, that's fine. Maybe some backwards swimmers, forward swimmers. I make suggestions, you make choices. I stole that, it's not mine. Let's bring our hands to prayer in our mountain pose at the top of the mat. Mountain pose, feet are about hip distance or less. Thighs are revolved inward. Hands at prayer, spine is long, neck is long, head going towards the ceiling. It's not a passive standing. Find your breath. Arms out to the side. Breathe in, hands up overhead. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold. So we're folding at the waist, bringing our hands down, fingertips on the top of the mat. My knees are bent. Breathe in, come up halfway, hands on your thighs or on your shins. Exhale, forward fold again, and arms out to the side. Breathe in, tracing that big half circle. Hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat. Bring the left knee to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Coming up into kneeling crescent. Bring the hands to the top of the mat. Curl the toes. Lift the knee. Bring the right foot to the back of the mat. And we're in a plank. And then push back into down dog. Let's lift the left leg up in the air into three-legged dog. Bend the left knee and open the hip to the left. Try to get as much height from that left knee as you can. Square the hips. Come up on your right toes. Bring that left knee to your chest. And then bring the left foot to the top of the mat. Good. Bring the right knee to the mat, uncurl the toes, and come up into kneeling crescent on this side. And notice the difference between the sides. That's your body awareness. Noticing the differences and being okay. Bring the hands to the top of the mat, curl the toes, lift that right knee, and bring the right foot to the top of the mat. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, tracing that half circle. Hands meet overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to the top of the mat. Extend the right foot to the back of the mat. Just pause for a second. And bring the right knee to the mat. Uncurl the toes, coming up into our crescent on the right side. And so try to bring your hips forward. Slight back bend. And when you bring your hips forward, you'll notice a bit of a stretch in that connective area between the femur and the pelvis. Bring your hands to the top of the mat. Curl the toes, lift the knees. Left leg to the back of the mat. And we're in our plank for just a moment. Push back into down dog. Let's raise the right leg as high as you can. Bend the knee, open the hips to the right. Trying to get that knee as high as you can. Square the hips. Come up on the toes of the left foot. Bring the right knee to the chest, and then right foot to the top of the mat. Bring the left knee to the mat, uncurl the toes, coming up into crescent pose on the left side. Pushing the hips forward, the pelvis forward. The pelvis is kind of tilting back. And bring the hands to the top of the mat, curl the toes, lift the knee, and then bring that left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, tracing that half circle. Hands meet overhead. And exhale, hands to prayer. Couple of breaths right here. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees forward, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to the top of the mat. Bring the left foot to the back of the mat, and let's pause right here. If you need a block, you can place your left hand on a block, or you can place your left hand on the mat. It's up to you. I'm going to open up to the right, bringing the right arm up as high as it can go. Maybe I'm gazing at my thumb. It's your choice. Now let's bring that arm all the way back. I'm going to point to the back wall like my right arm is a clock arm coming all the way down to 6 o'clock, collecting the left arm and coming up into crescent pose. I can't look at the room or I'll fall over. Let's pivot on the back foot, bringing the heel to the ground, bending the front leg and coming into warrior two, and just pausing right here. Front knee should be over your ankle. Torso is over your hips, so my shoulders are in line with my hips. Arms are shoulder height. And bring your mind to where you're feeling resistance. Let's straighten the front leg. Push the hips back, reach forward, coming into triangle pose. So my right arm is either next to my shin, can be on a block. Left arm comes all the way up. And the thing that you need to notice is your left shoulder. If your left shoulder is starting to dump forward, try to bring it back in space. Keeping that shoulder in line with your torso. And exhale, come all the way up. Bend the front knee, reach forward, drop the back arm, wrap it around your torso, and come all the way back. Peaceful warrior. Again, that left shoulder should be back in space. It's not a forward chest, it's a side chest. And then come all the way forward, placing both hands on top of the mat. Extend the right leg to the back of the mat and push back into down dog. Let's come up on the toes, tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, tracing that half circle with your hands. Hands meet. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms out to the side, breathe in, hands up overhead. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to the top of the mat, extend the right leg to the back of the mat. If you need a block for your right hand, place your hand on a block. And notice your knee, your front knee should be over your ankle. so you're not bringing your knee too far forward. Back leg is strong. Maybe engaging that kneecap on your right side. Let's bring our left arm out to the side and up. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. If you stop at 11 o'clock, that's fine, or 10 o'clock is fine. Bring it all the way up to 12. Now let's bring that arm all the way back, pointing to the back wall like our arm is a clock arm, coming all the way down. 6 o'clock, collecting the right arm and coming up into our crescent pose. Let's pivot on the back foot, coming into warrior two, remembering all the cues from the other side. Putting your mind where you feel resistance. Noticing how this side is different from the other side. Straighten the front leg, kick the hip back, reach forward, bringing that arm down, maybe placing it on a block or by your shin. Right arm comes up into triangle pose. Maybe you're gazing up towards your thumb. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, come all the way up, rebend the front knee. Wrap your right arm around your back of your torso, reach forward. Come back, paint the ceiling with your fingertips. Right shoulder's coming back in space. And then come forward, placing both hands at the top of the mat. Left leg goes to the back of the mat. And let's bring both knees to the mat. Touch the big toes and back. And then push back into child's pose just for a moment. Again, you can go side to side if you need to massage those legs or the hips. On an exhale, let's come up to tabletop. Adjust your legs, adjust your knees. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, and let's push back into our down dog again. Come up on the toes, look at the top of the mat, tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, arms all the way up, tracing that half circle. Hands meet at the top. And bring your hands to prayer center. Exhale. Have a block handy at the top of your mat. Have a block handy. Let's bring our hands to prayer. We're going to do some balance sequences. So let's bring the right foot up. Knee is bent. So bringing our leg up, knee bent. And then we're going to bring that sole of the foot to the inside of your thigh, above your knee. So your foot is above your knee. Your heel is tucked into your groin. And if you can leave it there, good for you. Now, I can't. My hips are super, super tight. So I'm going to put my foot against my shin. My heel is right below my knee, and my right knee is extending out to the right. And my hands are at prayer. Now, if that's an issue, you can also place your foot on a block and just kickstand your heel against your shin. Either way, we are balancing on one foot in tree pose at the top of our mat, hands at prayer. If you want to grow your tree, bring your arms up. Chin should be up. If you want to really test your balance, bring your mind down into your ankle, into your toes, and close your eyes. Yeah, it's a challenge. And bring your arms back to prayer. Open your eyes if you had your eyes closed. And bring that right foot down. Let's do the same on the other side. So if you can bring your leg up in front, out to the side, bend that leg as far as you can, and bring it on the inside of your right thigh. If you need to help, you can use your hand to help. And for some reason, this side of my body cooperates.
Mine too.
Yep. So that's something to notice. Our bodies are different on either side. Yep, just go right there, Paige. That's fine. I'll join you. If you want to grow your tree, bring your arms up. If you want to try your eyes closed, you can close your eyes. Can you find the calmness in this pose? It's not an easy thing to do. Bring your hands back to prayer. Bring that left foot down and shake out your hand, your feet. I say hands. Doesn't make any sense. Let's do one more balance pose at the top of the mat. So let's bring that right knee up in space. Place your right hand on your right knee. And you can use your left arm as balance. So wherever you need to put your left arm to help you balance, that's fine. Out to the side, on your hip, wherever. So I'm going to just hold right here, and this is just fine. If you want to extend your knee out to the right, so I'm bringing my knee out to the right side. And then back in the center and bring that foot down. Let's do the same on the left side. So raise your right knee, keep the knee bent. Place your left hand on your left knee. Right arm is out there for balance somewhere. And you can always do this against a wall if you need to use the wall as a balance. Just lightly put your fingers on the wall or on the bar here. You can open up your knee to the left. So if you are using some sort of a support, don't do this. Right? Kind of defeats the purpose. But just lightly tap and bring that back in to center. So we're going to do that again. But if you want to add to it, you can follow me. Let's bring the right knee up. And you're more than welcome to stay here. I'm going to take my two peace fingers, my middle finger and my index finger, wrap them around my big toe, and extend my leg out. So the trick to this is dropping your shoulder and bringing your shoulder back. If you want to, you can open up as far as you can to the right and come back to center and bring that leg down. And you can play with this. So the whole idea here is that we contort the shoulder. So you want to drop the shoulder and extend the arm. So drop the shoulder, extend the arm. So when you're coming up, shoulder is dropped, and extend the arm. Yes? In theory, yes. Let's do the same on the left side. So bring that left knee up, keep the knee bent, and you're more than welcome to stay here. This is challenging in and of itself. Take your two peace fingers if that's the choice you're making. Wrap around your big toe, drop that shoulder, extend out. And my right knee is slightly bent. You can open up to the left and come back to center. Bend the knee and bring that foot back down. Yeah, that's another thing that you need to keep in mind, is that my standing knee is slightly bent. It's absorbing the weight of my body, right? So when I'm coming up with my other leg, if I try to straighten my leg, I'm going to have balance issues. So if I slightly bend my standing leg, kind of helps me with my balance. Yes?
Yeah.
So here we are at the top of the mat, finding our mountain pose, hands at prayer, arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. And let's just hold here in a forward fold for a moment, letting your head drop, shoulders drop. Maybe bend your knees and bring the chest to your thighs. Come back up. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat. Right leg to the back of the mat. Bring the knees to the outside of the mat. Touch the big toes in the back. And let's push back into a child's pose just for a moment. Maybe going side to side. Come up into tabletop, cross the ankles in the back. Push your hips over the ankles into a seated position and adjust yourself so that the heels are at the top of the mat. And we're in our seated forward fold. Bend the left knee, bring the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Wrapping the right arm around the left knee, pulling it in towards center. Left arm goes all the way back. Place your left hand in the middle of the mat and inch it towards your tailbone as a kickstand for your torso, and gaze over that left shoulder. Engage your right foot, pulling the knee in towards center. Taking a deep breath, exhale, come forward, and all the way over to the left, twisting, counter twist. And then come back to center. Place the left ankle on your right knee. Place your left hand on top of that knee, gently pressing it towards the floor. You can cradle your foot with your right hand and start to lean forward. You're seated in figure 4. You guys breathing? I can't hear anything. I don't want to call 911. Taking a deep breath, exhale, come all the way up, extend the heel to the end of the mat, bend the right knee, bring the right foot on the outside of the left knee, wrap your left arm around that right knee, right hand comes to the back, pull the right hand in towards your tailbone, torso should be up straight, pulling the knee in towards center, gazing over your right shoulder, engaging your left foot is flexed. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, come back to center. All the way over to the left side, counter twist. Come back to center, place the right ankle on the left knee. Right hand goes on top of your knee, gently guiding it towards the mat. And starting to lean forward. Left hand is cradling the right foot. Keeping your torso long, so we're not curving the back, arching the back. Keeping the torso long. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, come back up, extend the heel to the end of the mat. And bring the heels to the corners of the mat and then slowly lower your back all the way to the mat. Bring your arms up overhead, hook your thumbs together, give yourself a body stretch. So heel goes towards the wall below you, fingers go to the wall above your head. We okay over there? Do you have a block handy? I just scooched a block over to my hand. Let's bring the soles of the feet to the floor, bending the knees. Let's place the block in between our knees. So the block is on the low, long setting. Placing that block in between the knees. So your knees should be a block length away from each other. Place the palms next to your hips, palms down, or your hands next to your hips, palms down. And then find the fingertips with your heels. When you do that, your knees should be right above your ankles. So we're coming into bridge. We're going to push the palms down into the floor. Push the knees in towards the center of the block. And then raise your hips from the floor. And when you raise your hips, squeeze your butt cheeks together, and that will engage your abs. So pushing down with your palms, squeezing your knees in towards center, and squeezing your butt cheeks together. And take in one more deep breath, and exhale the hips to the floor. Let's do that one more time. So press the palms into the mat, squeeze the knees in towards the center, and lift your hips into bridge, squeezing your butt cheeks together. There's a lot of stuff going on. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, bring the hips all the way to the floor. Remove the block. Bring the blades of the feet to the edges of the mat. And let's do some windshield wipers. So bring the knees to the left. Bring the knees to the right. And when you do this, keep your shoulders connected to the mat. So we're not rolling over with our upper torso. And then come center. Let's hug the knees in towards the chest. So wrapping your hands around your knees, bringing the knees in towards the chest or the armpits. Maybe trying to keep your shoulders on the mat, if that's possible for you. And you can roll side to side, massaging that lower back. And if you want to, let's try a happy baby. So I'm taking my peace fingers and wrapping them around my big toes. And then bringing the soles of my feet pointing towards the ceiling. And once again, trying to keep my shoulders connected to the mat. If it's in your practice, you can extend one leg and bring it back in, extend another leg, bring it back in. And then let's come out of happy baby, bring the soles of the feet back to the floor. Extend the heels to the corners of the mat. Bring your hands alongside. Palms are facing the ceiling. And we're in our final Shavasana, our final pose, corpse pose. And bring the mind down to the toes, down to the feet. Scan from the feet up through the legs to the hips, up through the torso, shoulders out to the hands, back up the arms to the shoulders. Up the neck to our head, noticing our face muscles, relax those muscles. Relax the jaw. Start to notice the breath. So we've been focused and aware and present with our body for the entire time of our practice. And now that we are lying on our back, our thoughts start to creep back in. And as they come back in, just notice them and let them go on their way. You don't need to engage with them. You don't need to debate. You don't need to argue. Just let them go. Let them go on their way. So if your mind is time traveling, let's bring it back to the present. Bring your awareness to your body. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. You have the option to bring your arms overhead, hook your thumbs, do a body stretch. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. And when you're ready, you can roll to one side or the other, right side, left side. Placing your head on your bicep, and just pause in this fetal position for a moment. And when you're ready, come up to a comfortable seated position. There's no rush. Bring our hands to prayer, thumbs at your heart, bow your head. And at the end of the practice, I like to find gratitude. So many things to be grateful for. Just the simple time together. I'm so grateful for you guys. Taking a deep breath. And exhale. Thank you.
Grateful to you too.
Oh,
Ah.
oh. I'm not fishing for compliments, but yeah, that hip, that seated hip thing is really a good thing to do all the time.
I need 10 minutes at night of just a repeat a few things. The figure fours are really good for me too. Like